Welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator 2. If you missed the last episode and you want to go back and check it out, I will put a link up in the upper right hand corner so you can easily do so. Alright, so starting off, recently there was a PC Building Simulator 2 update. I know that there was a new theme and some new graphics cards introduced. I'm not sure what else. I did not have a chance to look at the full changelog before I started recording. So if you haven't been on in a bit, hop on, update your game, and check out all the new stuff that is available. Let's hop into the email here. Yes, here we go. Here's about the new workshop theme. So this says, rise and shine. It's a new workshop time. Big Bob's Business Barn has joined forces with chip champions AMD to bring you an exciting new workshop theme with sleek sci-fi looks. Open the Decorator app on your tablet to check it out. That's right, our partner this time round is none other than AMD. And according to the Big Bob's Business Barn alphabet, A is for Amazing Light Show. You'll make a big first impression because we put a huge tunnel of customizable lights in the entrance. The engineer notes say it's a dark matter reactor, but I'm sure it's completely safe. M is for mind-blowing decor. This new workshop is filled with futuristic flair like the video wall, cybertastic neon lighting, and polygonal ceiling. D is for definitely not radioactive. Once again, I want to emphasize that the light tunnel is completely safe and the chances of it tearing a hole in space-time are almost zero. Don't delay, check it out with the new Decorator app on your tablet today. You don't want to miss out. Big Bob's, big ideas, small prices. Big Bob's Business Barn is a trading name of Robert Biggs Enterprises Limited. We accept no responsibility for any FOMO, anguish, or despair resulting from customers missing out on our fantastic deals. It says that at the bottom of every single one of these. Every single one of these emails. So yeah, there's a new AMD theme. Maybe we'll check it out. Maybe we'll check it out. Let's see. Let's open up the tablet. Decorator. AMD. Ooh. What if we do apply to all? Will that do... There we go. There we go. Now we should be all AMD theme. Take a look. Oh my. Oh my. I hope this shows up in recording. It's dark. Video wall's cool. Look at that. It seems like a graphics card killer though. The wall of Ryzen 9 CPUs. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is pretty sweet. This is pretty sweet. Still have MSI stuff on the wall. I'm probably going to go back to the MSI theme just because this is pretty dark and YouTube does not like dark things. It doesn't show up well. Check this light tunnel though. That's something there. And you can change the color. You can customize the inner and outer circle. Be whatever you want it to be. Oh man, yeah, we're gonna go back with the MSI theme just for now. I'll have to see how this does with YouTube. Apply MSI to all. There we go. Just because I know YouTube does not like dark. It doesn't process it well. For some reason, dark scenes just don't show up good. So we're gonna stick with this for now, but we may change over to AMD here in a bit. Okay, so we do have some jobs. I believe this PC right here, I bought this after I recorded the last episode, but I think it's the one. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one we're working on today. So it's got broken CPU and RAM, so we're going to replace all of that. And well, you know me, we're probably going to water cool it and, you know, do some other nice things. But it does have an RX 6800 XT in it. A decent 850 watt power supply. We're going to probably leave most of what's in there. It only had one stick of RAM that's broken. We'll probably put 4 sticks of RAM in and we'll get a new 12900K. Let's skip this diagnose email for now. Let's take a look at this customize one. It says, hi again. It's so much better in here now that the PC isn't making everything quite so warm. I can barely smell the residence at all. Do you remember what I said about not having any windows? I can't imagine why they don't allow it. It's not like anyone here's in any condition to mount an escape. Although sometimes I think I can hear them whispering. That's creepy. Anyway, I did have another little request and it would make me so happy. I saw on your website that you can do custom case colors and I was thinking how brilliant that would be. Could you do it with our PC? I'd love something bright and vibrant, full of life. It'd make a change down here. Let me tell you. Cheers, Steph Coldenfowl, Mortician. Oh my. Flytrap Morgue and School of Medicine, established 1877. Quality remains to be seen. So, Steph wants us to paint the case yellow and not customize the glass. We can easily make that happen. This is one we worked on previously. I don't remember what we did to it, but we did work on it. We did work on it. Let's go ahead and accept that one. And let's take a look at this upgrade. It says, hi, are you available for a job? I think my PC is getting a bit old. I've got a copy of Chainsaw Tactics sitting here waiting to be played. I could do with Spiral Engine 4 on this PC. Can you handle that, please? That zigzag pattern theme looks cool. I'd love it if you could apply that. Regards, Darren. So Darren's got a parts budget of $700 to be able to play Chainsaw Tactics, a recommended 4K spec. Let's take a look at will it run. Chainsaw Tactics. Recommended 4K spec. So let's take a look here at their PC stats real fast. 6600K. 16 gigs of RAM. A Radeon 7. So what do we need? What do we need? 16 gigs of RAM. 6 gigs of VRAM. 45 gigs of storage. An i3 10100. And a 1660 Ti for 4K? 1660 Ti for 4K? Are they serious? So we've got the 16 gigs of RAM. An i5 6600K. That might be the problem. Let's take a quick look at the... Where is it? Part ranking. There it is. It was hiding. Part ranking. So, 6600K does 3657. And it says that we need a 10100. Let's take a look at that. 3657, a 10100. Yeah, 4960. 4960. Now, I would say that maybe the Radeon 7 graphics card, but we don't have the budget for a new graphics card. So even if the Radeon 7 is a little underpowered, I think we're going to be okay. We can take a quick look, though, because they do recommend a 1660 Ti. That does 5985. And then the Radeon 7. $85.88. So yeah, it's definitely up there. All right, so we can close that out. We've got plenty of RAM. We've got plenty of everything. What we're going to need, though, is a new motherboard and a new CPU. And a new CPU. So go ahead and close that down. Let's go back to the email. I'm sure for $700 we can easily get a CPU and a motherboard. So let me go ahead and accept that one. All right, I'm going to step away. I'm going to get parts for this upgrade, as well as parts for the PC from Spares and Repairs, to be able to sell it out in the storefront. I'm going to get all that put into a shopping cart, and as soon as I've got it, I will come back and show you what we're going to do. All right, for the upgrade to play Chainsaw Tactics at recommended 4K spec, we're going to go with, oh, that's down here, sorry. We're going to go with an MSI MAG Z590 Tomahawk Wi-Fi motherboard and an Intel Core i5-11600. We needed a 10100, so, I mean, this is quite the upgrade even over what was recommended. So hopefully that'll work. Hopefully I won't get, you know, less than 4 stars or less than 5 stars or, yeah, you know what I mean. And then for the PC, we're going to redo from Spares and Repairs. We're going to put in exactly what was in there for the processor. We're going to put in i9-12900K in there. We might delid that, actually, just for the fun of it. We're going to add 4 sticks of Patriot Viper RGB Black 8 gig 4133 megahertz, some nice fast RAM. And we're going to throw in 3 Mortoni Heataway RGB 120 fans. Then, for the custom water cooling, you know I'm going to custom water cool the Spares and Repairs PC. We're going to go with an EK Quantum Velocity CPU block. We're going to go with an EK 100 Revo D5 Res. And we're going to go with an EK Coolstream SE 360 RGB radiator because, well, in that update that came out the regular non-RGB radiators have gone back to regular non-RGB radiators. You no longer get the upgrade to RGB for free. So now we have to buy them. Now we have to buy them, but that's nice because sometimes you just don't want the RGB. So, you know, now you can go back to purchasing non-RGB EK radiators. All right, we've got this for next day delivery. Let's buy all of that now. Let's go over to this shop. We've got all this for next day delivery. Let's buy all of that now. All this should be on its way in. Let's close all that out. This is on its way in. This is on its way in. Let's go in the day. We'll get all that stuff in, and we can get to work. Let's turn the lights off. Yep, it's still RGB. All right, let's end the day. All right, it's a new day. Let's turn these lights on. Let's see, there's our customize, there's our upgrade. Let's grab all of our parts. Let's see, let's do the customize first. All we have to do is paint the case yellow and not paint it on the glass. That's not even glass, that's just plexi. That is just plexi. So let's do this, that, and yellow. Get this all painted yellow. Why does some of it not get painted? I don't know. I don't know. If I was painting a case, I'd make sure that some of these parts get painted that aren't getting painted. But there we go. Painted it yellow. Pretty sure that's all we had to do. So let's go put this back out here. And we can grab the upgrade. Go toss this upgrade there. Let me double check. I feel like there was something else we're supposed to do. Nope. Just that. There's a bunch of stuff I got to do on this. I'll probably forget. So that'll be fun. Let's see. Get this thing taken apart. Does all this have to come out? I don't know. I know the graphics card does because I gotta put in a new motherboard. So let's see here. Let's get this unplugged, air cooler off. RAM needs to go. Why do they do this? Why do they do this with the RAM? Put it side by side. You don't even get dual channel. I mean, that's killing some performance right there. Let's get the CPU out. These cables all disconnected. Still got one. There we go. All right. Motherboard is coming out. We're going to get the new one put in. Let's see here. See, like, what is this? A handle? Why do they call that a handle and then you cover it with a top panel? I don't know. All right. So for this build or this upgrade, we're going to go with the MSI MAG Z590 Tomahawk Wi-Fi motherboard. Get this thing mounted in here. Let me get it ready for the CPU and RAM. Got 2 sticks of RAM going back in, so let's go find their RAM. Owned by. And owned by. Make sure we get that in there for sure. Then for the CPU, we've got the i5 11600. I was going to put a K version in there, but it just doesn't seem necessary for what they want. And then I'd have to do something with probably better cooling. And yeah, it was just going to be a lot. It was just going to be a lot. Let's get some thermal paste on this CPU, though. Do a nice big blob. Maybe. There we go. Nice big blob. And then let's get their CPU cooler back on. Where'd it go? Is it not compatible? Oh, it's not. Well, that's very interesting because it specifically says they need an i3 10100 or better. So I've probably bought all this for nothing because it's probably not going to let me turn it in with it saying that. So let me figure out what is equal to an i3 10100 and waste some money on ordering some stuff. All right, so It looks like the 7700 and the 7700K, which should fit the motherboard that they did have, are compatible. So maybe I'll order just a 7700 or a 7700K. I can get that in. We'll put their motherboard back in, and then their CPU cooler should work. Because I'm pretty sure it won't let me turn the job in, or at least it didn't used to. It wouldn't let me turn the job in if I didn't put all the owned by parts back in. So let's get... They probably don't need the K. Let's get the 7700. Go ahead and add this to the basket. We will assign this to this job. Or maybe incompatible. Okay, that's fine. So check out, same day delivery. We're just going to waste some money here. Because of these kind of stupid owned by parts that don't let you turn jobs in. I'm just assuming they still don't let you turn jobs in because they haven't in the past. I don't know if that was something they fixed in a recent update. But let's pull all this out. I'll just use this in another job. It's not really a big deal. It's not like I've wasted money. But this person's not going to get as nice of a PC as they would have gotten. So let's grab their old motherboard. Let's get this thing ready for CPU and RAM. So let's get rid of that. Come back here. We've got the owned by. So we could have swapped out the motherboard, but that doesn't do us much good if we can't swap out the CPU cooler. So let's go here. Let's get the 7700. Close this. We'll get some thermal paste. There we go. Now we should be able to put their owned by a CPU cooler on here. There we go. Then we can get their graphics card in. And we should be ready to cable everything up. I think they just had... Well, it wasn't those cables. Let's see, I think they were black. But I do believe they were these. I may be wrong. I may be wrong. But this is what they're getting, so I hope they like it. Missing cables. Ah, front panel connector. Very nice. All right. We've got some removed components to put on here. Let's get the... Is there a lock? PCI cover, PCI. This... I think this is the lock, but it says cover. So we'll put that there. And then... I think I'll leave everything else off. Make sure this thing boots properly. Let's power it on. I do want to hop into the BIOS. XMP doesn't really need to be on, so we'll leave it alone. They only have the one drive, so that's fine. Now we do have some things we need to install on here for them. Okay, so that boots up just fine. Let's take a look at the email. Oops, not that one. The upgrade. They want a zigzag pattern theme, and they want Spiral Engine 4. So, let's see about Spiral Engine 4. Let's get the USB drive in here. Let's see. I'd type it in, but half the time the typing in doesn't work, so let's just look for Spiral Engine 4. There it is. We'll get that installed. And I think that is it, other than the theme. So let me get this thing put back together. And get the handles back on. There we go. Then I think the side panel, top panel, nice. Okay, and then it was, I'll have to look at what theme it was again. Let's see, what theme was it? Zigzag pattern. Zigzag pattern theme, let's see. Where are you, zigzag? Zebra, checker. Zigzag pattern. That's what they want, really? Okay. It made the sound. It made the sound of I did the right thing. So we're gonna go with that. That's what it looks like. Oh man. Okay. So wasted a little bit of money. That's all right. That is all right. Let's close out some of this stuff I left open. Let's collect some money. We might read this email too. But let's collect some money and then we'll go work on the spares and repairs PC. So we've got the customize. Let's collect that one first. 5 stars. Very nice. Very, very nice. And then we've got the upgrade. So we did everything they wanted. Let's find out what we get. 5 stars. Chainsaw Tactics now runs well, and I'll come back again. Good. Well, you know, if you would have let me put a different CPU cooler on, could have had even a better system. But that's all right. We will use those parts in another build. So this says, this is from Divinity at Falling For You. We've worked on this person's, well, we built 2 PCs for them, and I think we built even more than that. This says, thank you so much for those 2 computers. I'm certain that without your strong and firm grasp on the situation, a great many members would have missed out on all the pleasure that Falling For You can offer. Oh. But I'm afraid all this coming and going has left me feeling spent and rather sore. My partners and I have decided to descend on a nice tropical beach somewhere for a much-needed break. Au revoir, then. I'll be sure to let people know just how very satisfied I was with your services. Hee hee. Divinity Applegate, Flighty Aphrodite at fallingforyou.com. Wow, that was just full of innuendos. Let's delete that. Let's delete that. Then we've got a job here for delidding, and then we've got some broken PCs that we might check out. I did see that we sold a PC. I did see that. I did. We sold both of them that were out there. We sold the AMD PC and the 100% RGB free PC. So let's collect some money. We got a $5,445 profit from the AMD PC and $3,724 profit from the 100% RGB free PC. Not bad profit. Now have over $106,000 sitting in the account. Can't go wrong with that. Let's work on this. Let's do something fun. Let's build something fun. Let me grab some compressed air. We're gonna clean this thing out first because it's nasty. It is a nasty beast. All right. It's all clean now. It is all clean now. Okay. We need to remove some stuff. We've got broken RAM. That's got to go. This, can I unplug this? There we go. This air cooler's got to go. This CPU is broken. It's got to go. Then we've got some cabling. All this cabling is going to go because I'm going to put something different in here. So let's get everything unplugged. I don't need to take this out, I don't believe. There's nothing wrong with it. This fan, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Ooh. This top panel's got to come off, though, because we are going to put some water cooling up there. This needs to come off because these aren't RGB, and I'm putting RGB in this build. So we're going to take all these case fans out. And that's the first thing we're going to replace. We're going to go here. I got these Mortoni Heataway RGB 120 fans. We're going to swap those out. There we go. Then, next, I want to come over here and get some custom water cooling stuff. We've got the EK Coolstream SE360 RGB radiator. We're going to put that right up here in the top, and it is facing the way I want it to go. Perfect. We also have a EK 100 Revo D5 reservoir we're going to mount. Oh, that does go in the back, so that fan's got to go. Bye, fan. Bye, fan. We'll use you somewhere else. Let's get this reservoir back here. And then, Well, I think that's it for that, because we're going to come over here. We're going to swap out this bench for CPU delidding, because we're going to, well, let's get rid of this broken one. But we're going to delid this 12900K. Adds a little bit of, you know, extra money to the sale. And it's just nice to do. Just nice. Custom PC, nice delidded CPU. I probably would direct die cool it myself and wouldn't put the heat spreader back on, but that's just me. If I was going through all this work, I'd want it to be running as cool as it could be. Or at least I'd swap out the IHS with an aftermarket one. All right, let's get this all cleaned up. Are you going to clean off there? What's happening? I mean, I'm scraping. It's just, it's okay. It says it's removed, so we're going to take their word for it. Let's get our varnish on here. Sufficient varnish. Then we're going to get a bunch of silicone, grip tight silicone. I've never actually done this in real life. I don't know if there's special silicone or if you use like automotive, like RTV or like what you put on here. It just says high performance sealant. Sufficient silicone applied. Get some liquid metal on here. Put the IHS back on. Let's clamp it down. Just about done. There we go. Clamp her down. Boom. We'll pretend it sat for a few hours and sealed all up. So we're good to go. All right. Let's zoom in. Let's get this delided 12900K installed. Very nice. Get some thermal paste on here. Let's extend it down a little bit. These are kind of rectangle. They're not square. And then we're gonna come back over here. We've got the EK Quantum Velocity DRGB 1700 nickel plus plexi. Blah 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 blah. It's a water cooling block. That's what we're gonna use. It's gonna go right there. It's gonna go right there. Then I almost forgot. I'm not even going to pretend. I almost forgot. We got to put some RAM in here. Let's get rid of that broken one. I got 4 sticks of this Patriot Viper RGB black 8 gig 4133 megahertz. We're going to put all 4 sticks in here. There we go. There we go. So we just need to pipe and cable it. As usual, I'm going to step away. I'll get this thing all piped up. But before I do, let's pick out some piping. I think I want to do nickel rigid. And let's do... I want to do black nickel or just regular. Let's just do regular EK nickel fittings like that. All right, I'm going to get this piped, and I'll be right back. All right, I am happy with that. Now, let's get this cabled up. Let's see what we got for cables here. Let's do something... Even these gray-white would look nice. Let's see how that looks. Oh, I kind of like that. I need to make some more custom cables. Get everything cabled here. We'll see how we like this. Graphics card cabled. I think that's about it. We didn't even take this side panel off. Should we? Let's take it off just for fun. Just so it looks like we disassembled the whole thing, right? Okay. We need some coolant. And I'm going to go for... Oh, it's right here. White opaque. Not that you're going to be able to see it in the pipes, but... we get to see it here. I mean, we've got some light colored stuff. I think it's going to work out. I don't understand why it unplugged stuff when I did that. Like, I'm not sure how that's running through with this not being plugged in. Is that weird? Is it like wireless now? It's wirelessly powered up? Oh gosh. Okay. Got some removed parts. Let's get this top panel back on. It says we're missing cables, so yep, that's where it was. Oops, that's the power button. Do that. Let's get the front panel on. We'll get this side panel back on. And then I want to power this up. I do want to hop into the BIOS because I'm sure we need to turn on XMP, and that counts as overclocking for that little bit of extra money. Let's see. That's the drive I want to boot from, but just in case, let's get a USB drive in here in case it needs to install an operating system. Okay, we're good. Yep, let's do that. Let's see what happens here. Are we going to boot into somebody's old operating system? I don't know. Maybe. Or they wiped it, something. Let me put the lighting app on here. I'm just going to, oops, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to click the lighting app. Because I'd like to just do something simple, static, white. Yeah. You guys ever notice this case? It says Gungner. Like, is that... Okay, that's supposed to be light. That's kind of cool, actually. Does it do that in real life? Does it project that? Like on your desk? That's pretty neat. It really does that. That's pretty neat, actually. Okay, let me get this side panel on. And we kind of already took a look at this, but here it is with the side panel. I think it turned out pretty nice. That Gungner thing's pretty neat. I mean, it's kind of hovering above the desk, but the whole PC's kind of hovering above the desk, so I think it's alright. I think it's okay. Alright, let's grab this thing. Let's put something on it so we get a customize. I mean, we could paint the case like white. Oh gosh. There we go. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna stick with that. I don't like that cable glitching through the side, but there's not much I can do about that. Okay. So, let's take this thing. Let's go set it out here. We can list it for sale. Why don't I get credit for new cables when I put new custom cables in? Do I have to actually make a new custom cable each time? I'm not doing that. I need to name it. We did customize the case. We did put in custom cables. Did delid, did overclock, did put in a water cooling loop, did customize the LEDs, and I still somehow have a 5-star bongle rating. So go figure on that one. Go figure on that one. So I'm going to name this one. I think there's some names in the Discord server. Like I've said before, if you'd like to name one of these PCs, you can do so by going to my Discord server. There's a link down in the description. Go to the Name a PC channel, read the rules, and submit a name. But I'm going to name this Make Me Money. I like it. Make me the money. Okay, then we need to sell it. We need to figure out a price. Let's see. What are we going to sell this thing for? Got to get it to a 50% chance of sale. I want to make as much as I possibly can off of this. All right, let's do 7,100. 7,100. 50% chance of sale. I did not just pull that number out of the sky either. I figured it out before I typed it in. So yeah, 7,100 bucks we're going to put up the Make Me Money PC is up for sale. Let's sell it. There it is. Make me the money. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Let's go back in here. We'll end this episode. Make sure we don't have anything left here in the email or anything going on. We got a delid, a water cool, a diagnose. Got all kinds of stuff we need to work on. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate you being here and spending time watching this video. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, a thumbs down if you didn't. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and ring the bell if you want to be notified as soon as a video from me goes live. Like I said before, I do have a Discord server. If you'd like to join it, there is a link down in the description. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next episode.